Hi folks, how are you doing? It is Tuesday evening, 7:37 p.m. Quite lovely when the clocks go forward and we've got daylight at this time. Just going for an evening walk after work. This morning was the first time since last year that I've seen rain. It rained this morning, was pretty grey today as well, pretty grey and grim. I looked out the window and just thought, oh my lord, I definitely, for sure, I have not missed the rain. So, but thankfully, I'm able to walk this evening. The sun has already set, or it's setting, one or the other. I'm not even sure, to be honest with you. But I just felt I needed to come out and ground, just reconnect with nature. Being indoors all day at the desk, working away. Just good to get out and just be out here in nature before I go back home again. So, ordered a computer desk because we've only got one at home and my daughter's going to be using that 3 days a week, but I'm working from home 5 days a week. So yeah, I've got myself, oh look at this cute little dog.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Which channel?
It's just my own YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a lovely night.
You too. Ciao, ciao. So, see, it's nice. You get, not everyone in London is, just, tight-lipped and don't want to know. You get the odd friendly people. Yesterday I was in this park, and two people approached me and they were speaking to me. They said hello and we spoke, and I told them that I'd only come back that day from Cape Verde and been here, been gone for 5 months, and we spoke. I told them that I'm looking for my forever place, destination. They asked me about Cape Verde, and that was nice. That was really nice. We had a good little talk, and I recommended, because they said they like hiking, Santa Antão and Fogo. Those two islands I recommended to them. I could have recommended São Nicolau as well, to be honest with you, but I recommended Santa Antão and Fogo because those are the islands with the highest altitudes. So yeah, it was nice talking to them, connecting with them. You just have a little short connection with people for a short amount of time, and then you say goodbye. You may never see them again, but you just connect with two souls, and it's nice. So that's what happened yesterday. And when I was at the lake, which I have yet to show you, I saw lots of flowers around the lake, floral tributes. And I asked some young guys that were standing around what was what had happened, because I saw a picture of a young boy and saw some letters, some tributary letters from friends, and they told me that he drowned in the lake. The lake is 11 foot deep, by the way. A 15-year-old boy 2 weeks ago drowned in the lake. Went to the lake with some friends after school, got in, and he drowned. So what you see in front of you right now is the earth that they took out of the ground to construct the lake. Okay, so this little mound, this little hilly mound, is the earth that they dug out of their lake, you know, to make the lake, basically. I always wondered what it was, and then one of my bosses at my old job told me, because he lives around here, lives local, and he told me, yes, that's the earth that they used. And then the sign, I'll show you the sign here. It talks about it, explains it here. You know, the mounded garden, 6.5 meters high. And, you know, the mound, it says, let's say, the mound is formed from some of the soils dug out to create the lake. So, yeah. So I will show you the lake at some point. But yeah, it was just pretty sad, really, you know. And I just felt the energy around the lake was just different. It felt like a quiet, somber feeling that, you know, I just didn't know what was going on, you know. And in London, you just don't know if it's just stabbings or gang violence, you know. But I asked the guys that were standing around, they were like no older than 18, it's about 4 of them, and they said to me that the young man died, drowned in the lake, and it took them about 11-12 hours to retrieve his body. So yeah, sad times, really. It said, you know, an affirmation for him when I was leaving. So I felt the sadness, and I almost felt like I could, if I didn't control myself, I could have easily absorbed all that pain, and then me myself, you know, would have been enmeshed in that pain, differentiating that pain from my own pain. So I could feel the tears coming on, even though I didn't know him. I just felt the sadness, but I had to say to myself, as sad as it is, and you know, I'm sorry for his loss, his family's loss. It is not it's not my pain to bear. You know, I'm allowed to feel sad, but I can release it as well. I release it, you know, let it go. And I left. As I said a few words of affirmation, and left. But really sad, you know, been gone for 5 months, and that happened. I noticed the change around the area that I'm at. Basically, the fish and chip shop has been changed into a chicken and chip shop. You know, traditional fish and chips used to be served at this shop called Golden Place, and now it's a chicken and chip shop. I'm thinking to walk down here. Hopefully it's not too muddy and I don't slip and break my neck, but it's a nice quiet walkway down. Might be getting dark soon. See, look, there's a train going through the park. Yeah. It's not as peaceful as one would hope, but it is what it is. Just try to get your peace where you can. But yeah, had a long day working today. I'll come back. You know, spoke with my daughter and her partner. I'm privileged, you know, to spend time with them, young people, young minds, and, you know, learn from them, and also share the knowledge that I have on how to deal with situations and experiences and the lessons that I've learned in emotional detachment, and allowing yourself to feel emotions from the lowest to the highest on the spectrum, but the lower vibration emotions: sorrow, grief, apathy, rage, those sorts of fear, anger, wrath, envy, those sorts of feelings. You don't want to be feeling them for too long. Those sorts of feelings, you can allow yourself to feel those feelings, but feelings are temporary, emotions are temporary visitors, so you need to let them go. And it's not about denying yourself the experience of feeling these emotions. We're not robots. We do have emotions to help us with the human experience, but certain negative emotions, you can experience them in a controlled manner. Anger for one, that sort of thing. Anger, anxiety, grief. You allow yourself to feel it, but give yourself 20 minutes, half an hour, and try to allow yourself that time, half that time, to feel the emotion, and then the other half of that time to ground yourself and bring yourself back to the present and let it go, basically. And it's not to say that you will not feel that emotion again about the same thing. You may do, but you train yourself, your mind, to go through the process of feeling it and letting it go, and controlling it to allow yourself to feel it, but know that it is not you. You are not your anger. You are not your fear. You are not your rage, your envy, your anxiety, your apathy, your shame, your guilt. You are not those things. If you feel those things, it's okay to feel those things, but know that they are not you and they are temporary visitors. So you do not need to be enmeshed in those emotions. You're allowed to feel them and then let them go. So yeah, that's what that's what I was speaking to my daughter and her partner about today. Letting them come to that realization, because there's no point. You can feel angry about something, but there's no point in feeling angry about it all day, especially if that situation is done and dusted and there's nothing you can do about it. You're just wasting your life, wasting your time. And I know it's easier said than done, but it can be done. So I am saying it because it can be done. What's said and done, so to speak. It can be done. It can be said and it can be done. So yeah, I feel like with those things in mind, it's changed me. There's a London bus going by. See? I'm on the main road now. I was going to walk another way, but it's getting dark. So I'm going to head back. Here's a train station here. Beckenham Hill train station, where that train you saw going by, it had come from this station and was heading towards Bromley South. So it's one of the entrances to Beckenham Place Park, right over there. There, where my thumb's pointing. Just walking on the walkway down. This is the walkway to the station, and I'm walking on the way back now. So I'm just grateful that I was able to take a walk, and it's dry. It's a bit humid at the moment, but it's okay. But yeah, my daughter, she was upset about some stuff today. You know, and her partner spoke to her, but he was getting upset. And then the energy between the both of them wasn't good. She was at work, she was stressed, and I had to explain to him, you're taking on the emotions of how my daughter's feeling as your burden, and it's not your burden to bear. You can be supportive, but it's not for you to take on those emotions and take them personally. You know, you don't know why, you know, her tone is this way or that way. Stress at work, it happens to all of us, you know, but the key is to not take it personally, not to take that burden on. You know, and called my daughter and just spoke to her about not stressing, about some of the things that she was stressing about, that we can resolve these things. These things can be resolved. And are you going to care about these things that you're stressing about and getting really upset about in 5 years? No, you're not. Not even in a year, not even in 2 months. So there's absolutely no point in getting upset about it. Let it go. You know, she came home, I gave her a hug, a pep talk. I feel like part of the reason why I'm back is to help her on her journey of development. You know, even though I'm still changing and I'm still developing into something else, it doesn't mean that I can't help others. So, you know, so I'm here for a time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a time. My plan is to move on. So, you know, I want to help prepare her for the life ahead. If she's not coming with me, you know, for her to be the best version of herself that she can be. So we had a good talk and she understood, and you know, after that I decided I wanted to come for a walk and just unwind, you know, let her unwind at home with her partner, and I just come for a walk, just be out in nature. So here we are. I'm not so much in nature now. I'm in the concrete jungle, baby, back in the concrete jungle. So I am on the way home now. Just gonna go home. Had a ribeye steak today, some Greek yogurt, some mince, just mince, nothing else. Ground minced beef, a small bowl of that, and some crackers and some sweeties. Sweeties, fizzy cola bottles, and that's me done. I'm not going to be eating anything else for the day. You know, come for my walk. Don't think I'm going to get 10,000 steps in. Actually, I might. My daughter's got a treadmill, you know. She has got a treadmill inside, a walking treadmill. You know, one of those ones that you can walk when you're at the desk. And I've ordered, my desk that I've ordered is an adjustable height desk. So that's even better because I can walk and work at the same time and get my steps in. So if I don't get all my steps in on this walk, which I doubt I will, then I can go back and get on the treadmill and do some walking. One thing that is beautiful about being back is the high-speed internet. Is absolutely glorious, absolutely glorious, this high-speed fiber, because even though I had fiber at the last apartment in Sal, nothing like this. No, I uploaded a video yesterday of me, you know, talking at the park, and don't know how long that was, 20 minutes maybe. It was uploaded in 2 minutes to YouTube. 2 minutes. Wow. You know, would have been 3 to 4 times that with the fibre that I had in South. The fastest fibre I had was when I was in Southend in that apartment I stayed in for a day. That was just amazing. Maybe, I'm not even sure, it might have been almost, if not on par with my fibre now. It's amazing. So here is the chicken shop, yeah. It's called Chicken City. Chicken City. So this is where the fish and chip shop was called Golden Place, and now it's called Chicken City. And here you have it. We do fish and chips here. There's the fish and the chips. Here's the office. Doner kebab. So, yeah. Oh, so this is my main road round where I live. This is the main road here. This is how it looks where I live, where your girl lives, basically. Probably better to show you this way. Quickly across the road before I get knocked down. Oh, what's nice is I got my own bin. I know that sounds pathetic, but you know, when I was in Cape Verde, you don't have your own dustbin, you don't have your own litter bin. You have communal bins that you have to walk to put your trash, and sometimes these bins can be a fair walk away from your residence. And now, like, we've got these bins. So let me tell you, the green bin is for recyclable stuff. The black bin is for general waste. And the grey little bin is for food waste. And each house has one. Some houses have got a brown bin. Like my next door neighbour has got a brown bin for garden waste. So I don't have one. I used to have one for garden waste. I don't anymore. But now I can just put the trash. Look here, here's a brown bin. See? A brown bin as well for garden waste. And now I can put my trash in the bin outside my house, which is great. Here we have, I think this is garden waste here that they come to pick up, or something, or some kind of general waste. My area has a problem with people dumping stuff, you know. I'm sure I'll show you along the way, like people tend to dump trash. Like over here you can see there's trash just dumped. They dump waste all around. It's called fly tipping here, and it's prolific in this area that I live in. So not great, but my neighbours are good. But it would help if people took pride in the area that they lived in. A lot of people just dump their trash that can't fit in their bin, whether it be furniture. A lot of fridges and mattresses are dumped, and furniture just dumped on the road because they don't want to pay for the local authority to come and collect the waste, so they just leave it on the road. But yeah, this is it. Anyway, I'm gonna stop recording now. I'm gonna end this and I will be back soon. So like, share, comment, subscribe. This is the letterbox should show you this. This is the letterbox where you post your mail. Obviously, this is not something that we do that often nowadays, but it's the letterbox, the Royal Mail letterbox. Post your letters there, get a collection. I think it's just once a day now. Used to be like 2 to 3 times a day, but now it's once a day, 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. That is it. The local bus is coming up the road. It's a little mini bus that comes up this road. It's coming up shortly. But yeah, this is my area, my local area. So like, share, comment, subscribe, and your girl will be back soon. See ya.